Hello, everyone. Welcome to Parents Making an Investment. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I'm dealing with currently, and it is with my daughter. She's shown interest in writing a song for her Girl Scout troop, and but she hasn't really started writing it as yet. She knows exactly what she wants to say. She's verbalized it to me. She knows the explanation behind the reason where the song comes from and how it validates sisterhood. She knows all of that. But she has not taken the time. She hasn't taken the initiative. She hasn't stopped what she's doing to write the song out or anything. It's just in her head right now. So, which is great, but also the next thing to being a leader is teaching other people. And so I want her to be ready. I want her to be ready to lead and to be able to be ready to teach others. But sometimes there are things that we have to do. As far as the homework piece that we have to do, we know as parents, in order to lead, there are things that we have to do and preparations that we have to make. So, in the midst of all of this, I don't see her preparing. I don't see her taking initiative. I don't see her taking any being self-directed at all. So I've just been seeing and sitting back and seeing how long it's going to take. Although the days are winding down and they're getting shorter and before the meeting. So I'm wondering at what point is she going to stop? But at the same time, I know as a parent that she's being a kid. Right now, what's important to her is playing and having the free time and enjoying her time with no homework and doing what she wants to do. And that's important to her as a child. But in me and in my spirit, I just keep hearing push her. And so today it's so funny because sometimes I don't want to push because I want her to be self-directed and take the initiative and be responsible. And I'm trying to teach her that too. But at the same time, it's like I need to be pushing her. I need to push her to that place of greatness, that place that she doesn't even know that exists within her, the place that I see that's in her. And the funny thing is, she doesn't see her own greatness. Just like some of us, we don't see the greatness that lies within us. And our children don't see it either, to be honest. They're not going to discover it by standing in front of a mirror. But it's when I begin to push her. And I believe that there's greatness in her. And so I'm reminded today, and I'm motivated. It just came in my spirit to push her. Let her stop what she's doing. Give her a few more minutes to play and give her that warning and tell her in about 10 minutes that, I want you to sit down. I want you to gather your thoughts and I want you to write this song and I want you to explain what this song means and how it connects to sisterhood because she has it in her. And I know it. I see it. I see the greatness in her. But if I don't stop her from what she's doing now and help her and prepare her and position her for greatness, I know even as a parent, I'll look back and know that I had that unctioning to push her and I didn't. And then when I see these little parts where she could have been great in and these opportunities for her leadership to shine even more, and I didn't take advantage of pushing her. And now she has not even grown in that area of her life right now and help her to develop in that area. then in a sense too, I know that to some aspect of it, I would feel like I have failed. I have failed at being a parent. And no, I'm not going to push her for me, but I'm going to push her because she doesn't see the greatness that lies within her. But I see it. I see so much more than who she thinks that she is right now. I see beyond that. And I have to just push her to get to that place, even when she doesn't see. And parents, I want you to do the same thing for your kids. Push them. You see the greatness that's in them. You see their strength. You see the gifts that they have. You see their abilities. You see all of it. Push them. Continue to push them. Even when they don't feel like it, continue to push them. Even when they don't see the reason behind it. And sometimes we, even as parents, don't know the outcome of what we're doing, of the pushing that we're doing. We don't know. I don't know today. I don't know the outcome, but I just believe that there's greatness in it, or it would not be stirred in me to push her today. And so I am encouraging you, and I'm encouraging myself, and I'm making a confession today that I need to push her. I need to stop what I'm doing and push her and let her know that this is not going to just end here. You're not just writing a poem or, for Girl Scouts. It can go beyond this. It could come to the point where you're writing your own books. You could be writing your own song. I'm sure Beethoven didn't start out just the way he is, playing so eloquently and majestically, and neither did Bach. Someone, I'm sure, had to push them to that place until he can become self-disciplined, self-directed, and he can take initiative on his own. But someone had to push him to greatness. And when we listen to their music today, it's just like we're thankful that somebody did push him, because we get to enjoy that music today. We get to enjoy their gift. And so I know it's not just a poem. It's not just a statement. It's not just a song, but there's greatness behind it. So that way, later on in her life, she will even look back and say, thank you. Thank you for pushing me. Your children will look back and say, Mom, Dad, Grandma, supporting out, thank you for pushing me. Because even when I didn't have the strength and I didn't believe in myself, you believed in me. And so I'm grateful today that you believed in me. And if you didn't push me, I wouldn't have done it. And I know this is what we're looking for. This is the reward that we get out of doing that for our children and even our grandparents and grandchildren. Push them today. Push them to greatness, even though you cannot see the greatness right now, at this present moment, in this instant. Push them beyond where comfortable looks like to them. And yes, they might whine about it and get upset, but push them. Push them past that today. Push them past the frustration. Push them past the irritation. Push them until they get to that place where they start becoming disciplined, and they find the joy in doing it. And remind them of how they felt in the process. So after the outcome, and I'm sure I'm going to follow up with her, and I want you to do the same thing. So after she go to her meeting, and I'm going to remind her and say, remember when you didn't want to do this? Remember when you wouldn't stop to write this? And how does it feel now to write this song that you can share with everybody? And so that's what we have to do sometimes, is follow up after the pushing, follow up and remind them of the moment when they didn't. But after they have jumped over that hurdle and they're on the other side now, looking back at what they've accomplished through the pushing process, it makes it so much easier for them to get over the next hurdle and the next hurdle and the next hurdle in their life. And so let us today as parents push our children. I'm going to push her, and I want you to push your child today. Stay tuned.